Have you ever thought about the best of times and the worst of times? Hey, hello everybody, welcome to another episode of That Manga Dude. Today we are going to do another haul video. Today I'm going to be going over every single volume that I picked up in the month of March. So there was, I wouldn't say as much as usual. I did have quite a bit, I will say that. So you'll be seeing a variety of publishers and a variety of series that hopefully will be exciting to see. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to start with the publishers that are either A, defunct, or B, I don't have a ton of volumes from them. So let's get started with the first, which is Red Prowling Devil, Volume 1 by Toshimitsu Shimizu from Comics 1. Yeah, this is, I don't know, it just looked really cool. I only read this volume, so if you want to hear my opinions on it, you can read it, watch the March reading log. But yeah, I actually really like the spine and stuff, so this is cool, and hopefully I can get the whole series. It's not too long, so yeah, excited to keep reading this. Got this from a local comic book store. This is Street Fighter Gaiden Volume 1. This is from Udon Entertainment. I don't know a lot about this, but I mean, I love Street Fighter. I've been playing it since since Street Fighter 4, but I've played basically every other Street Fighter, including Alpha, 3, 2, and I haven't played the original, but you know, whatever. But yeah, it's just a really fun game franchise, and I really like a lot of the character designs and stuff, so hopefully I get more of that within this volume. From another defunct publisher, this is Del Rey. I got School Rumble Volumes 1 and 2. We're going to flip that. School Rumble Volumes 1 and 2. I got this because, 1, I watched the first episode of the anime and it was hilarious. 2, I know Weeabra really likes the series or something like that, and a certain someone on YouTube does not like that School Rumble is in that person's collection. So yeah, I just thought I'd collect it to see what the hubbub's about, why this person hates the series, and why Weeabra likes it. So yeah, can't wait to get into it. Up next, I picked up another one of the volume of the Goated series. I got Berserk Volume 2. It's still wrapped, so that's pretty cool. I haven't opened it clearly, but I enjoyed the first volume, so hopefully I like the second one as much. Also from Dark Horse, I got Emanon, Memories of Emanon. By Shinji Kagio and Tenji Tsuruta. So, to give you some context, I read their other series, which was The Wandering Island, and I loved it, and I heard that series is on hiatus, so I was like, well, what's the other thing that they've done? And this is the other one that I believe they have in English. I don't know if they have any other series in English, but very, very excited to get into this. I know there is Manga Crash really likes this series, so I can't wait to get into it and give my thoughts on it. Probably be in the April reading log, to be honest. So yeah, can't wait to get into it. Alright, from Tokyo Pop, I have from before they went out of business and came back. This is Mugen Spiral by Mizuho Kusanagi, which is the mangaka behind Yona of the Dawn. Saw this for pretty cheap, so I was like, why not? Let's pick it up, because I really like the first volume of Yona of the Dawn, and I just want to get more content from them. So yeah, can't wait to keep reading, or can't wait to read this. One of their newer series, I got Double Volume 2. Haven't gotten into this just yet, but the first volume was fantastic. I was blown away by the visuals, the story, the pacing, the compositions were all really great. So really excited to get into this, and this cover is absolutely frightening, and I love it. So can't wait to get into more. Then I picked up another volume of Rebound. This is Volume 4. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can continue to collect this, or I mean, I guess read it, because I feel like I'm missing a lot of context from Harlem Beat, which was like the first part of this series. So hopefully I can find Harlem Beat so I can actually start reading Rebound and kind of understand what the heck's going on. But if not, I think I'll give it a try and see what happens. But I remember trying to read the first volume, but there's just so many characters that are like there already that it's kind of hard to care, I guess is the best way to put it. So hopefully, yeah, I find Harlem Beat soon, or I find a way to read it legally so I can check it out. But yeah, this is Volume 4, Rebound. Alright, finally got to fill in one of the gaps in my Sergeant Frog collection. This is Volume 14. Not in the greatest condition, but yeah, it's still got the old school sticker on there. But I really like the holographic cover for this, and for context about Sergeant Frog, for me, I've been collecting Sergeant Frog for like ever, since it like probably originally came out, and it wasn't really a series that I was like super into. It was one of those ones where I was like, oh, this is really funny, and that was it. So yeah, I think it's just like one of my feel good series. It's not like anything like crazy good in terms of story or in terms of like writing or anything, but it does make me laugh. It's very crass, and the visuals are all really nice. So yeah, can't wait to hop into it. Alright, and then I picked this up on a whim because it just looked cool and it was cheap. This is Saint Lunatic High School, volumes 1 and 2. These are the only 2 volumes in English by Majiko. It reminded me of a lot of this anime series called Hare and Gu, which is a series that my significant other really likes. So I was like, oh, might as well give it a try. And it looks interesting. It's marked as a horror series, but I'm not sure if that's the correct like type. Maybe I'm wrong, but like it looks like a comedy series, so I guess we'll see when I start reading it. But yeah, looks like a cool series. All right, let's get into some of the bigger publishers, or the publishers that I collected a lot from. So I'm going to start with Yen Press. I picked up Bakano Volume 3. So let me tell you a story about this. First, I saw this when I went on vacation to the East Coast. I was in Boston, and I went to this really cool comic book store, and saw it, and I was like, yes, I finally can pick it up. And then I didn't pick it up, like a fool. So here I am, being like, man, I really want to finish Bakano. So I decided to check on Amazon, and I was like, okay, fine. I don't really like buying books from Amazon, but here we go. So I bought it, and lo and behold, I am 0 for 4 on Amazon, like, books not being screwed up. So my first copy of this had a huge cut, like right down the middle, and I was just like, what the heck? So I got this one. I sent it back, and I got this one. This is my second copy. It's still not perfect, but I'll take it for how hard this is to find. But yeah, I'm really happy to finally have Bakano finished, so that's cool. Up next, I got Bungo Stray Dogs Volume 2. I actually read Volume 1 in March, so you could hear my opinions on that, but really cool to pick up Volume 2 because I haven't been seeing a lot of the Bungo Stray Dogs like volumes being reprinted, so it's really cool. It looks like they are getting reprinted, so that's really nice. Yeah, it's just exciting to start a new series, and this one's actually really cool. It was not what I was expecting, so can't wait to hop into this one. Up next, I finally started it. Smoke and Parade, Volumes 1 and 2, by Jinsei Kataoka and Kazuma Kondo. These are the mangaka behind Dead Man Wonderland, and it's pretty obvious if you look at the art from the covers. But first volume was absolutely wacky, and I loved it. I'm so excited to keep reading more. It was really fun, so can't wait to hop into Volume 2. Yeah. Alright. One of those ones where I was completely surprised to find it. I got Barakamon's Volume 2 and 3. It's been like a Christmas miracle to find anything that isn't Volumes 1 and 18. So, yeah, really excited to actually read this. I think I'm going to read the first 3 volumes probably soon. The only problem is that like I have that issue of like, well, when am I ever going to find the next volume? Because if I read it now and I don't find the next volume for a couple months, I'm probably going to forget quite a few things that I did read. But yeah, I'm really excited to get this because I actually read one of their other series, Yoshi no Zuikara, which was a really fun like mangaka series that was only 3 volumes long. So yeah, really excited to pick these up. I was like blown away. They're not in like the best condition, but honestly, for the price I got them for, I am happy. So yeah, really cool. Alright, coming into Kodansha, we got ourselves Heroic Legend of Arslan, Volume 3. Don't know anything about this series, I just know Hiromu Arakawa does the art. So, yeah, I love Full Metal Alchemist and Silver Spoon, so hopefully I like this series just as much. Up next, one of my underrated series in my opinion. This is Forget Me Not by Magsu and Nao Emoto. Yeah, this is a pretty fun one. It's from Kodansha. I like the matted feel to these covers. It's just like one of those random things that I like. The gloss is cool, but I kind of prefer this like matted feel. But yeah, pretty cool series. I'm surprised no one ever talks about it. So hopefully, if you like one of those like redemption kind of stories, this is a pretty cool one to check out. So yeah, give it a chance. Okay. Pretty Guardian Sailor Moon Volume 3, starring the best sailor, Sailor Mars. That's probably going to piss somebody off, so sorry about that. But yeah, it's a really interesting manga. I think it's like, I wouldn't say it's completely different, but it is very different from the anime. You will get through most of the story beats very quickly in like the first 2 volumes in comparison to like the first 48 episodes. So yeah, I actually just read volume 2 recently, so you'll hear my opinions on that in the April reading log. But yeah, can't wait to hop into this. All right, one of the ones I did a big review on for the FBI for my first volume impressions, so go check that out. This is Penguin in the House Volume 1. Yeah, you can hear my full opinions there, but it's a pretty fun slice of life manga, so give it a chance. It's actually pretty cool. All right, one of my big series that I've been reading a ton of, and I'm really sad that I haven't been able to find Volume 6. This is Volume 5 of Again by Mitsuru Kubo, excuse me, and it is the creator behind Yuri on Ice. Or at least one of them. Yeah, just a really fun series about something called the Wendon. It's a club for like basically for chanting and for cheers, but not like cheerleading. It's hard to explain, but basically they do like all of the chants and like so it's just like really fun. I don't know, I just really love it. It's a cool series. The art's really nice and just overall just a great time. So can't wait to hop into more. Yeah. Oh, and the series that everyone's talking about, and it just got announced that they're going to have an anime release, so I guess that kind of ages this video, but I got Witch Hat Atelier Volume 3. I've been looking for this for a while, and I'm super happy to get it. Yeah, finding volumes for this has been nearly impossible, but for good reason. I mean, it's a beautiful series in both the art and the storytelling, so if you like that kind of, like, if you like a very whimsical, very fun series, this is, like, right up your alley. You gotta check it out. And last but not least from Kodansha, we got Blue Period Volume 6! I love this series. I've talked about it a bunch. You can hear about it in like quite a few of my reading logs. So yeah, give it a chance. If you like art, or if you just like visual storytelling in general, yeah, this is a really good one. And onwards to Seven Seas. So Seven Seas has got a lot of my current favorite series. This is Blue Giant Volume 9 and 10 by Shinichi Ishizuka. This is the last of the omnibuses they're releasing for the first part. It hasn't been announced yet that they're going to be doing Blue Giant, Supreme, and Explorer, which is really sad because I love these. I love this series and it means a lot to me. Yeah, you'll hear more about it probably in my April reading log, but this is an amazing music series, so you gotta give it a chance. Up next, I took a chance on these 2 volumes because I found them for half off. This is Die Darks Volume 1 and 2 by Q Hayashida, the same mangaka behind the beloved Dorohedoro. Yeah, this is absolutely wacky. I only read the first volume, so I don't have, like, you know, full opinions on it, but from the first volume alone, I mean, it's exactly what you'd expect from a Q Hayashida work. Like, it's funny, but also really dark, and the action's pretty good, so yeah, give it a chance if you like Dorohedoro, or if you just like that kind of like darker kind of series. Yeah. Up next, we got Kageki Shoujo Volumes 1 and 2 by Kumiko Saiki. This is a really good series about acting and well, child acting. It's, I don't know, it's just genuinely really interesting, and I love it a lot. So yeah, give it a chance if you can. Up next, Go For It Nakamura by Seunde. This has got to be one of my favorite like English like titles. It just looks really nice. The pink is beautiful with the orange and blue. It's just an overall just a really fun series, or I guess fun one-shot. I know there's going to be a sequel coming out hopefully soon. I think it's in July. So I can't wait to get that. Yeah, this was genuinely really interesting. And last but not least, from Seven Seas. I have not read this yet, but this is Restart After Coming Back Home. I know a lot of people really like this series and its sequel, so I'm excited to finally check it out and see what all the hubbub's about. But yeah, the cover looks really good, so that's always a nice sell, and I'm excited for it. Very excited for it. Alright, you know what time it is. It is going into Viz Media, which is always my biggest pickups because, well, they just print a lot of stuff that I read. So, let's get started. From the Shoujo Beat line, I got We Were There, Volumes 2, 3, and 4. What? I think that's the best way to explain the series. Absolutely weird, absolutely bonkers, so crazy. Excited to read more. I am completely blown away and surprised by the amount of high school drama, but also not surprised at the same time because this is fiction. So hopefully this doesn't always happen. It might happen. I don't know. But if you'll get what I'm saying when you read it. It's crazy. It's exciting. It gets your heart pumping. Yeah, excited to read more. Of course, I gotta collect more of it. Comey Can't Communicates volumes 8 and 9. It actually took me a long time. I've actually picked these up probably very late into March because volume 8's been out of print out of stock for a while. So it just recently started to come back into stock. So exciting to pick that up and obviously get volume 9. So yeah, very happy with these pickups. Up next, I got this at like the beginning of March. This is Furion Beyond Journey's End Volume 3. It's such an amazing series, and I totally get the hype behind it. If you haven't started reading this is a really good high fantasy series. Give it a chance. And I finally started it! I finally started the ball! Get the ball rolling on Pokemon Adventures. This is Volume 1. I've been telling myself that I really need to pick up the volumes of Pokemon. And I just don't because I'm a fool. But here we are. I finally picked it up, so excited to finally have this. Up next, I got volumes 1 and 2 of Wolf's Rain. I got them at 2 different places, so excited to finally start reading this. They were actually in pretty decent condition considering how old this series is. There's not a lot of yellowing, and like the spines look pretty good. So yeah, really happy with these pickups, so excited to have these. Up next, probably one of the most hyped series of 2022 in English. This is Alice in Borderland by Haruaso, Volume 1. This volume is a big boy, and it is so good. This is an amazing series. It has a really good live-action show. Don't know much about the OVAs, but yeah. This is definitely a must pick up if you like that death game kind of story or that premise. Give it a chance. It's really cool. Up next, another one of my underrated series and series that I've been talking about a lot recently and reading a lot recently. This is Twin Star Exorcist Volume 9. Yeah, I'm surprised by the lack of talking about this series. It's probably because the anime is not very good from what I've heard, which is a shame because this series deserves a really good anime. But yeah, this is a really good manga and definitely worth picking up. Up next, I got some mail from Sensei Sudoku, or Sundoku, I think that's how you say his name. This is Hoshinengi Volume 6. I've been on the hunt for this series for a while, so I'm really happy to pick up Volume 6. Thank you so much for sending it from Canada. I really appreciate it. And also, Astra Lost in Space Volume 4 by Kenta Shinohara. Yeah, this has been like a really cool series. I'm surprised that no one's really talking about it. It's really short. It's only 5 volumes, so like if you want like a nice, interesting sci-fi series with some kind of funky comedy, but it works sometimes. But with a genuinely interesting mystery, I think you should give this a shot. All right, up next, this is probably the biggest pickup that I got. Ugh. I got volumes 15 and 16 and 17 and 18 and 19 of Whistle. So let me just spread these out a bit. Yeah, I can't even fit on screen. Yeah, this is like such an awesome soccer series, so I'll just put these in frame. And I'm so happy to be so close to finishing it. I think I only have like 2 or 3 more volumes left, or it might be 4. But yeah, just a genuinely awesome soccer series that I wish more people talked about, or football, depending on where you're from. Yeah, art's great, story's great. Give it a chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ooh. All right, and some early pickups for April, because I got them before they're supposed to come out. This is Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 15. Such an awesome, creepy, like, volume cover. I love it. And, yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen's sick. I got to see Jujutsu Kaisen 0 in theaters, and it was really good. So, yeah, if you haven't seen it, I would give it a chance. Or if it comes out on streaming services, which I think it will, or it has already, then, yeah, give it a shot. It's really cool. Up next, I've been singing its praises because I can't shut up about the series, and there's for good reason why. The anime just came out, or is about to come out, so this is Spy Family Volume 7. Awesome series, beautiful covers, beautiful everything. I can't stop singing its praises. This is like such an awesome series. I'm so happy to have it in my collection. And the last pickup of March 2022, it is Sakamoto Days Volume 1. yeah, I can't wait to talk about this. This might be the next episode of FVI, so stay tuned for that. Spoiler alert. But yeah, I have a lot to say about this, and if you haven't read it, you should read it like yesterday. It's really cool. So I can't wait to talk about that. But that's going to be the end of the March 2022 pickups video. I hope you enjoyed. Did you pick up some cool stuff in March 2022? And if you did, can you let me know in the comments below? I'd love to know what you were reading. Mostly because I'm just like, I always like finding new stuff to read or just talking about manga in general. So yeah, give me an idea of what you guys are reading because I'd love to know. And you know what to do. You can like, you can comment, you can favorite, you can subscribe. Or if you got to this part in the first place, thanks, because that means you watched the entire video and I appreciate it. So yeah, you have yourselves a good day and a good April pickups and good April in general. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.